is one of the most enjoyable hobbies known to man. According to ski gods in the New Yorker, in the article this year in 2010, it said that skiing originated first in Norway. Alpine is one of the oldest forms of skiing. Now, alpine skiing refers to downhill skiing. Most beginners learn this style because it's the most commonly used. Other people, it's like the classical form of skiing because some people do Nordic skiing, which was, I think was also popular back then. And freestyle is another thing that people enjoy doing. It is a learned skill through many falling experiences, through different usage of equipment, and advancing slope difficulty. But when learning how to ski, one must learn the basics of equipment, form, and technique. Now we're going to start into the basics of equipment. Boots are the first item. Now ski boots are shaped, the shin part is shaped kind of at an angle, and then the boot is just flat. Now ski boots, they should fit tight, but they should have some leniency and room for the heel to slide back and forth. And ski boots must not be bought on style or brand. It has to be bought on fit. You can have the ugliest pair of ski boots, but it's the fit that really matters. The second item are the skis. Now the ski length does not matter. It doesn't matter how long it is because some people use trick skis, which are about this big. Some people use really long skis. And there are two different types of ski tips. There are shape skis. I didn't print out the full picture, but shape skis have more of a rounded top area. But usually shape skis, they are big at the top, they have a skinny waist, and they bulge out again at the bottom. Now shape skis are ideal for beginning skiers because they're easy to turn. The second type of tip of a ski is a slalom or a giant slalom. People call them super Gs or just a normal slalom. Slaloms are more of the classic looking ski. Most of them still have the pointed tip and they have no shape. There's no different shape up and down. These ones are newer slaloms, so they're not very pointed at the top. But ski racers and more advanced skiers love these skis because they are faster and they are easier to turn, like really quickly, abrupt. Now the third item are the bindings. Bindings are extremely important because if bindings aren't adjusted right, a skier can get seriously injured. So bindings are usually set up towards a person's weight, height, and boot size. If not, you can seriously injure yourself. And the fourth item, this is usually optional, are the poles. If you're going to use poles, they have to be adjusted to your height. You can buy them in all different sizes. But if you're my height, for example, they'd probably be up to about here. That's where you grab the handle. Now that we know the basics of the equipment, let's talk about the form. Form is very key in skiing. The first thing about skiing is that you have to have an upright posture. You can't ski sitting down unless you're like a paraplegic, but you ski upright. The next key is to bend your knees. Now this is why ski boots are made with that angle at the top, so that when people bend down, their heel will slide back. That's why there has to be room in the boots. And the third tip on form would probably be that you have to lean forward. And the fourth tip on the form is pulls out in front. You don't want to be a heel skier. A heel skier is someone who leans back, just stands totally upright, does not bend their legs, and keeps their poles down. It looks really stupid, and they hurt themselves pretty bad. So that's why you see most ski racers, the knees are bent, poles out in front, and that's what they do. So now you know the basics of equipment and form. Now the real experience and skill comes from the techniques learned. The first technique is always keep your skis parallel. A lot of new skiers do this thing called the pizza. You know, it's okay to do that, but you can't advance your skill anymore or any further if you do the pizza the whole way down the mountain. It just slows you down. So always keep your skis parallel. The next technique is our pole plants. Pole plants take a little more experience, but they initiate the ski turn. If you're going to do a pole plant, you want to go to the right, you pole plant, lean on your right leg, you turn. Vice versa for the left. The next technique is a hockey stop, and that's explainable itself. You just shift your skis to the side, and it creates this huge snow wave. And skating is also another technique used. Skating, if you're on a level surface and you want to get somewhere fast, you just start skating as if you're on a pair of ice skates. So now you know the basics of the equipment, form, and techniques. A couple of secrets I have, or like tips I could give you guys, is that when I wear boots, I always unbuckle the top buckle because it allows more leniency in bending your knees. And the best ski brands to buy from are probably Austrian brands, which would be Vogel and Atomic. Don't buy French brands. Rosignol's are not good. Don't buy them. But skiing is a lot of fun. But you have to be careful because according to death associated with skiing in Colorado, injury, 2003, 274 deaths in 1 year, 1980, 1981, and 2000, 2001, that's the only statistic I can find. 274 deaths in 1 year. That's a lot of deaths. But to prevent injury and death, be smart, look where you're going, and always wear helmets. Thank you.